This is our last week in the Reach, and we have been busy working for the Reachman clans. Our final task is to visit Valthume, a dragon cult ruin, and retrieve the dragon priest mask from its tomb. The Journal of Brojumnar talks about Hevnoraak and his temple. Apparently, all sorts of torturous experiments were conducted on people back in the Merethic era. Valthume is located southwest of Markarth City, and that is where we go now.
Poor judgment. Down the stairs. Jay, you hit me.
Yes? Need something?
I used to wander the corners of Skyrim like you. I miss those days. Me? I'm Borgug's brother. I came back after serving many years in the Legion. By then, Borgug had already become chief, and he welcomed me home as family, not as rival, as is tradition. I welcome the smell of blood from all the kills I will make. I did. I was known as Gorbish Gordushnik in those days, in honor of my homeland. Many orcs leave the stronghold to join the Legion. They welcome our skill in battle and smithing, and we welcome a chance to see the world. Fight well. I help my mother Arab with the hunt. We bring much meat and skins to the stronghold. You speak to Borgug, chief of Dushnik Jarl. Yes, I earned the right by slaying my father in single combat. One day, I will have a son who will challenge me when I become too old to lead, and the stronghold will have a new chief. Until then, I alone have the right to have wives and children. It ensures our strength. The Code of Malakath. It is both tradition and law in the strongholds. Break the code, and you must pay blood price. The code is not written anywhere. It is known and carried on by the orcs, and all who live in the strongholds follow it. For an outlander, following it is simple. Do not steal or attack anyone in the stronghold, or be ready to pay in gold or blood. All right, then.
I am Borgug's favorite wife. He knows my beauty should be praised.
This stronghold respects strength and strength alone.
I really feel for the Orcish people. Their kingdom of Orsinium was sacked by the combined forces of Hammerfell and High Rock sometime in the 4th era. Many Orc refugees fled east into Skyrim. The kingdom eventually reformed at new locations between Skyrim and Hammerfell. This stronghold of Dushnik Jarl is one such location.
So far into my mind that I forget I exist. So if I'm quiet for a while, that's probably why.
The Reach in all its magnificent glory. I will miss this place. There it is, the Dragon Cult Ruin of Valthume. The Journal of Brojumnar has been very useful so far with an accurate description of the locations of these ruins.
Emotions even from afar. The rulers of Blackmarsh therefore often share the sap from the same history.
Leave, stranger. Evil stirs in this place. I fear for the security of the very land if it should break free. We stand at the tomb of Hevnoraak, who has been dead for many generations. I fear, however, that his return may be at hand. I have been holding him here. While he regains strength, however, I am fading. By now, I can barely contain his power, much less defeat him if he awakens. But with the help of a living champion, I may be able to succeed. You would do this? 3 vessels in the tomb below hold the power to vanquish Hevnoraak. Before anything else, we need those. Bring them to me, but be careful, mortal. They are guarded by Hevnoraak's minions. They will stop at nothing to see their master return.
A ghost is still wandering here from the Merethic era. Valdar guards the tomb of Hevnoraak, but his strength is fading, and he needs our help to stop Hevnoraak's return. How interesting. Let's speak to him about Hevnoraak.
With those 3 vessels, Hevnoraak can restore himself. Find them before he can. Hevnoraak planned his resurrection obsessively before dying. My duty in life and in death is to make sure he stays in this tomb for eternity. He had a way of enthralling people and built up a loyal army of followers. Good men fell under his spell and were forever twisted, made evil. After that, fear was enough to keep them in line. He could torture and humiliate them, and they would not rebel. Even in death, they serve him still. Find the 3 vessels within Valthume, then return to me. With these, we can defeat him.
Some Tavani like to create 3-dimensional art using magic. You may wonder why they don't simply just carve something to create the same effect.
What about the 3-dimensional art carved here in this door? I wonder what they were trying to portray.
At what point are undead properly dead? Is it just smashing them into small enough bits that finally kills them? He's Baladas Demnavani's great-nephew. I imagine they could talk for hours on end.
Right, let's see if they had anything worthwhile. I quite enjoy talking to people. It's always so fascinating to see what information I can learn from them.
It is remarkable that all of these ingredients and clutter from the past in these dragon cult ruins are still here. Who is that? Is that Hevnoraak or some other dragon priest?
Did you hear that? Keep your guard up. Something is afoot. I already heard you come.
On us. We're just trying to plunder your tombs.
We better close this trap door. That dragon priest was here. Where did he go? I have a feeling we will find him soon.
Oh, I couldn't have done it without scrap.
Something. Excuse me. Think that's it. Shh. I hear something. Oh no, no need to thank me.
Do that and swap it here, and if I were to...
Valthume cellar key. Glad we got this one.
A long time to get an understanding of how dwarven spiders work. Imagine the day when I finally understand centurions.
Sorry. Cobweb in my mouth. Hear something. Can't sneak up on me. It's Spyro. What's wrong?
I tend to prefer more academic texts, but I also love a good adventure. I suppose I just can't get enough of adventuring, huh?
Oh, it's over? Where were we?
Great. Just let me catch my breath. Where we are, because I was not paying attention to where we were going.
One of my favorite simpler meals is saltress noodles. Make some bone broth, add vegetables, spices, noodles, and an egg. A warm and rich meal, all in one pot.
That does sound delicious, Zell. Would love to try it someday. The Journal of Brojumnar did talk about the atrocities and experiments carried out here in Valthume. We get an idea of some of them here.
Sorry. I'm in your way.
Spiders. This does not feel right.
You really shouldn't be trying to find this. Stay still, I'll give you shades. Far away from me. Didn't have to be this way.
Sends my regards. We've got trouble. Maybe we couldn't handle. As expected.
Yeah? I don't think we're alone.
He's writing scripts. I eat something sweet, I always seem to crave something savory afterwards. When I eat something savory, I could go for something sweet. It's quite a dilemma. bastard! You'll make my scales flake off! What was that? You're already dead. Shame. Still some people who worship the old tribunal in Morrowind. As Redwin is stamping them out with great effort. I wonder why they are so intent on wiping out any worship of the Almsivi.
The irony is that the Almsivi, back in the Third Era, were intent on wiping out any worship of the good Daedra. Morrowind has such an interesting history.
I can often find myself in trouble reading a good book. I'm always so dreadfully eager to know how they end. It's hard not to skip a few pages.
Back home, yep. Elves like to make themselves seem pure by claiming to have no elven ancestry. Nora's distrust of Myr remind me of that.
My ears didn't deceive me. Train number... I don't know. I've lost count already.
These dragon cult ruins often have murals of stories that represent a different Nord god. This time we see the totem god of Orki, the snake.
found a gem rolled in that last linen wrap.
Something's wrong here. Maybe you'll get me next time.
We have all the vessels. Now let's return to Valdar.
You should be more careful, Remy. Ramil's bleeding out. Come on, we need to help her.
You found the vessels.
To find a more
I was worried that I had sent you to your
way
death.
of caring for their dead.
In life, Hevnoraak drained his own blood from his body. His goal was to transfer his power back into himself after death, becoming a powerful lich. The vessels contain that very blood. Empty them, and you remove any chance he has of regaining his former powers. More dangerous than you know.
No, I quite enjoy
Left
talking to
alone,
people.
however,
It
he
just
will
seems
awaken
like I
when he
do
has
it
grown
wrong,
too
given
powerful
how
to be
much
stopped. This is the only way to be sure. Very well. Empty the vessels into the sconce near the throne. Then sit in the throne. When you have done so, I will unbind Hevnoraak. He will awaken in a weakened state, but the lich is still to be reckoned with. Be ready.
The sunbeam spell was too strong for Hevnoraak, and he will rise no more. This mask will protect the wearer from diseases and poisons. Not bad.
Thank you, hero. Now, I may finally rest. Take Hevnoraak's iron mask. It may be of use to you, and serve as some reward for your feat here.
Rest in joy, Valdar. You have done a great service to Tamriel.
How can I help you?
So that completes the tale of Hevnoraak and Valthume. I really loved this dungeon. So much to discover and a lot of history shown in the art and murals. It's time to head out. Valdar is truly free now. I prefer the Mask of Otar as it adds significant magical defense. I shall hand over the Mask of Hevnoraak to the Reachman clans.